is Phoebe. I'm a 25-year-old company employee and I'm currently living alone. I have a boyfriend who I'm thinking about marriage, but it seems like he won't be proposing yet anytime soon. Actually, I have a keen sense of perception, better than most people, so I can tell whether I'll get married soon or not. Even the day before I met my current boyfriend, I had a feeling that something big was going to happen the next day. My intuition told me that I was going to marry this guy. Do you think that I'm just imagining things? We'll see about that. The moment that I laid eyes on the job offer, my intuition told me that I should work for that company. My intuition was spot on. I was the only woman in that department that I was assigned to. There were no over-enthusiastic airheads hanging around, so I am able to focus on my tasks. However, a woman named Mackenzie who was recruited mid-career threatened my peaceful working life. Mackenzie is an over-enthusiastic airhead, the type of person that I hate the most. She always says, "I don't know." The men at the department always favor her, and they always do things for her. There is nothing more annoying than this. The most annoying part of the day working with her is during lunchtime. Mackenzie always checks my lunch every single time. Wow, Phoebe, you can feed an army with that amount of food. How many servings is that? Mackenzie, you asked me the same question yesterday, but my answer is the same. This is one serving. Wow, so you're like a food fighter? That's amazing. I can't eat that much. The reason why Mackenzie keeps on checking my lunch every day is that because she wants to appeal to the men in the office that she eats very little and is very feminine because of that. I can't eat that much. All I'm having for lunch is just orange juice because I easily get full with just orange juice. Also, I'm a vegan. It's very in right now. So what?
Mackenzie, you really are very feminine. Are you already full with just that?
Old man, Oliver, don't come over here. My stomach easily gets full, so I can't gain weight too.
You're like a magazine model, Mackenzie. This department has brightened since you came to this office.
Oh, but Mr. Oliver, I'm not as bright as the sun. She is the sun that burns. My nose tickles for some reason. Mackenzie is done checking my lunch, so I should start eating my lunch now. But while I was eating lunch, Mackenzie kept on pestering me, saying insensitive things like, "What? You could finish all that? You're qualified to be a food fighter. You should join food fighter competitions." So I couldn't enjoy my lunch as much as I wanted to. I wouldn't mind that much if she did her job seriously. But there was no way that this woman who keeps saying, "I don't know," would work seriously. A few days later, I am very busy and exhausted with working with Mackenzie. But with my intuition and how I'm able to just ignore her, I was able to escape getting into trouble with her. However, something happened that can't be solved even with my intuition and skills. That was when I was eating lunch like always. I sensed something that made me think that I needed to hide Mackenzie somewhere. But how do I do that? While I was thinking of ways to hide Mackenzie, my business associate Uriel came to the office. I see. So Uriel has something to do with this strange feeling. Uriel is a kind and hardworking man. He's someone that I adore. I want to say that I feel calm whenever Uriel shows up, but when I looked at Mackenzie, her eyes were twinkling and they had turned into hearts.
I'm sorry to come during your lunch break. We'll come back at a different time.
I will attend to you. I only have juice for lunch because I easily get full, meaning I, pretty me, has time to attend to you. Your grammar is wrong.
Mr. Uriel, what a surprise. What have you brought here today?
Uriel is an important person who determines the transaction.
I walked past your office, so I was thinking whether I could take a look at the samples that we talked about last week. But I will come back at a later time. I'm truly sorry for the inconvenience.
Mr. Uriel tried to leave after apologizing, but Mr. Oliver and Mackenzie tried to stop him.
Oh no, we don't have to leave.
We can take out the sample to you right away.
The sample.
Mr. Oliver and Mackenzie looked at me, asking for my help. They have worried looks on their faces like this every time because they butt in like this, when they don't know the details of the job. They are really a troubling duo. I will go get the sample, so please wait for a while. When I stood up from my seat, Mackenzie followed me for some reason. The details of this job are only known to me, so wait here a minute, please. If you want to impress people, at least speak properly. Phoebe, that man is crazy handsome, don't you agree? My intuition is saying that you're the one who is crazy. Of course, I didn't say that out loud. Instead, I handled it like an adult and asked her what. Is he single? Oliver was very nervous earlier, so does that mean he's a company president? Or the next company president? Alright, I knew I had a bad feeling about this. I wonder, it seems like he's an ordinary employee. The moment I took the sample from the shelf, Mackenzie immediately grabbed it away from my hands. I'll take this, okay? I'm sure Darling will be happier if a slender and beautiful woman such as myself brings this sample to him. Darling? Mackenzie ran straight towards Uriel and introduced herself. She then said something very shocking. I can't eat much, so I'm working even during my lunch break. Hey! What in the world is this woman saying? When what she does during lunch break is talk bad about my lunch to Mr. Oliver.
That's tough.
Uriel, why in the world would you believe that? But it could be that he's just letting it slide. So, as to not sound rude, that is what my intuition is telling me. Also, since I am young, my female coworker hates me and I get scolded if I don't work more than everyone. My female coworker is only strict to me. Female coworker? I'm her only female coworker in this department.
Is that so? That's tough. That's not true, because we are a very congenial company.
Oliver was surprised by Mackenzie's outrageous claim. However, Mackenzie doesn't care at all. That is why you can call me anytime you want.
Is that so? That's tough.
Huh? Oh my, she might find out that you haven't been listening to a thing she's been saying.
I am Miss Phoebe. Thank you so much for taking the time to get this sample, even though you're having your lunch break.
No, it's fine. See, Uriel knew that I was the one who prepared the sample. Huh? I was the one who... I guess Uriel is the shy type, because he talked to me through you, Phoebe. What? I think you're just imagining that. Mackenzie then drank her orange juice, making loud gouging sounds. Hey, you're forgetting to pretend your character. After that, while I was eating my lunch, Mackenzie walked towards my desk. Oh my, you've got to be kidding me. You're having fried chicken and salmon and fried egg? I don't like that lunch you're having. I pity the animals. What? I wonder how the animals feel. Oh my, she's fake crying now. I see, so that was her plan all along. Come to think of it, my intuition was right. I should have hidden her in the warehouse or somewhere. I feel pathetic for not being able to do anything when my intuition told me what to do. I wonder what Uriel will think if he sees this lunch. Then, after saying that, Mackenzie smirked as if she was planning something devious. I see. So she wants me to have the image of a meat-eating food fighter. Don't you think it looks delicious? Of course not! Don't show that lunch to my face! To my horror, Mackenzie slapped my food and all the contents fell on the floor. My lunch! Hey, what do you think you're doing? Even the men in the office who were flattering Mackenzie were shocked and speechless. However, Mackenzie continued her act. I feel bad for the chicken and the fish. She said that and started crying. I could tell that she was fake crying. However, the men in the office thought that she was really crying.
Phoebe, you shouldn't be eating that lunch in front of a vegetarian.
What? Weren't you eating fried chicken the other day?
You're a very kind-hearted person, Mackenzie. You're such a wonderful person.
What? I think he ate a barbecue the other day. It's all my fault because I care too much about the animals. Oh, when is this gonna end?
All right, we understand. So from now on, no meat and fish should be allowed in this office.
What?
Well, let's respect personal values. Everyone, please cooperate with me.
Because of that, it was not only me who disagreed with Oliver. The decent men in the office booed him too. However, those who didn't want to be judged only brought bread and vegetables the next day. 1 week later. Today is payday. That's why I thought of going out for sushi, but I started craving for steak. What's more is that I was craving for the steak in the nearby diner. I had a feeling something huge was gonna happen, so I contacted my younger sister, Paige. My intuition tells me to eat steak no matter what. You're craving for steak? That's unusual. For some reason, I'm craving for the huge steak at that diner, and my intuition is telling me to eat it with you, Paige. Oh, is that so? My intuition tells me that I should eat pudding. That's an everyday thing, right? So we headed to the diner. When the waitress escorted us to the table, I saw a very familiar face and a huge, juicy steak was served in front of her. The familiar steak that I saw, who was trying to eat the huge chunks of meat, was none other than Mackenzie, the self-proclaimed vegetarian. Oh, this steak looks so good. That's when Mackenzie and I saw each other. She was about to put the steak in her mouth, but out of shop, she stopped midway, as if begging to be caught on camera. Before I knew it, I was grabbing my phone from my pocket and took a photo of her caught in the act. Hey, why are you taking photos of me? Are you scheming on making me look bad in front of everyone at the office? Ah, your intuition was right again. Oh, so you're an acquaintance of Phoebe. So Phoebe, does that mean that something is going on? I told her yes with a nod. This is Mackenzie. She's a self-proclaimed vegetarian. She fake cried the other day when she saw my chicken lunch, saying how she pities the animals. Is that so? It's my first time seeing a vegetarian who eats steak. What? What are you trying to say? Mackenzie, instead of trying to look mean and drinking only orange juice, you look better eating meat because you have this huge smile on your face. Because meat starts with me! That's a good one. I'm a natural at this. I should probably do comedy. Huh! Paige, thank you for coming here with me today. If we stay here longer, the steak will go cold, so let's go. Yeah, you're right. Anyway, enjoy your huge steak. Mackenzie looked frustrated, and the steak looked like it weighed a pound, but she finished the huge steak like a food fighter. The next day, it doesn't seem like this has settled the issue yet. I have a feeling another bumpy ride is coming. That is why I invited Paige for lunch. During the lunch break, Mackenzie walked toward me the moment I opened my lunchbox and she started checking my food. I wonder what food fighter Phoebe's lunch today is. What? Of course Mackenzie was shocked when she saw the contents of my lunchbox because it was my filler with fried chicken and scrambled egg and salmon and more fish. All of my favorite dishes. Mackenzie's face went pale because of shock. Are those? That's when Oliver ran to my desk and with a strange expression on his face.
Phoebe, what do you think you're eating? Look at Mackenzie. Her face has gone pale because of you.
Of course she went pale, because I saw her eating a pound of steak yesterday, so she can't say that she pities the animals anymore. She can't do it in front of me anymore. I'm just eating my favorite dishes. Is there a necessity to regulate what to eat for lunch?
Phoebe!
Oh, excuse me, am I interrupting something? That's when Paige finally arrived. What? Mr. Uriel? That's right, together with Uriel. Actually, Paige and Uriel work for the same company, so Paige asked him to come with her.
I was thinking of having lunch with everyone, so I came here, but it seems like I'm interrupting something.
Oh my! No, not at all. I'm so happy to eat lunch with you, Mr. Uriel. Mackenzie's face was pale seconds ago, but now she's blushing and escorted Uriel to his seat. Let's eat together. Everyone! Mr. Uriel has bought some food. KFC was having a discount on fried chicken, so he brought 3 buckets of fried chicken. Please don't hesitate and have some. Oliver was perplexed and didn't know what to say while Mackenzie's face turned pale again. The rest of the people in the office looked very sad that they were not allowed to eat the chicken.
Oh, don't you all like chicken? If that's the case, I'll have your fried chicken too.
I'll have a fried chicken too. Oh, Phoebe, you're eating fried chicken too, right? Of course I am. It's my favorite. So we happily ate the crispy and juicy fried chicken. Then the male employees couldn't take it any longer, so they grabbed some chicken and helped themselves.
Hey, Mackenzie is watching.
Yeah, that's right. She is watching with an expression on her face showing how badly she wants to eat the fried chicken. Hey, miss! Have some fried chicken. That's when Mackenzie brushed it away.
Hey, what are you doing?
You sisters are trying to demean me.
Mackenzie?
You two have set me up after watching me eat this whole pound of steak. You think that's funny? She confessed to eating meat.
What? A steak? I thought you were vegetarian. And a whole pound?
I stopped being a vegetarian. What a splendid turn of her heel.
Huh? What do you mean? I thought you said that you pity the animals.
What? There's no way I feel pity for food. I couldn't stand not eating meat when everyone else is mouth-watering meat in front of me. So I caved in.
What?
Because I get paid and then it's all gone. So that means you couldn't eat meat because you can't afford it. So does that mean that you're poor? Shut up! Huh. Whatever. I don't care anymore now that my secret's been revealed. That fried chicken looks so crispy and juicy. Don't mind if I have one. That's when Uriel grabbed Mackenzie's hand, which was trying to grab the fried chicken. Oh, Mr. Uriel, you're so proactive. Everyone is watching, you know. Then Uriel let go of Mackenzie's hand right away, and he took the bucket of chicken away from Mackenzie. Huh?
Those who mistreat food do not deserve to eat this chicken.
What? Wait a second. What do you mean? Have you forgotten the fried chicken that you just dropped on the floor? It was just an accident, you know?
Just an accident? I saw you did it on purpose. Do you have any idea how much of a problem food loss is?
Loss? Are you talking about Los Angeles? Food loss is a global problem, you know. Let me explain it to you in simple words. Food loss refers to the food thrown away even when it can be eaten. The U.S. wastes around 60 million tons of food every year. The average American wastes an estimated 325 pounds of food per year. That's probably 3 times your weight. Hey, I weigh less than that. By the way, I'm not wasting that much food.
People who waste food are unconsciously discarding it. Like, for example, what you did earlier. They intentionally make them inedible or not eating everything on your plate so that everyone will think you don't eat much, and also throwing other people's lunch on the floor.
How did you know about? I didn't do it on purpose. Phoebe, you told on me, didn't you? How could you do that to me? I thought we were close friends. That's too cruel of you to do that. Close friends? We're not even friends in the first place.
No, this conversation is headed nowhere, so I should probably eat the lunch I brought from home.
I'm so excited to see what you packed for lunch. This is a very valuable experience to me. Mackenzie regained her composure right away, and she got excited about the lunchbox reveal. But then she went pale again after she saw that Uriel's lunchbox had the same contents of mine. They looked exactly alike.
My girlfriend cooked this lunch for me.
Your girlfriend? Yes? Oh, sorry, I just revealed myself. What? You've got to be kidding me! No, I'm not joking, because this is the man that I think of marrying. No one knows that Uriel and I are dating except for Paige, because she's my younger sister.
What? You two are in a relationship? Yes, that's right. We're thinking of getting married soon. I was going to tell everyone after it becomes official, but we're very careful not to tell everyone so that someone doesn't get the wrong idea and ruins it. I love Phoebe, who loves to eat food deliciously.
Uriel. Why that woman? She's eating too much. She's like a food fighter. I'm slimmer and more feminine than her. Why is this happening?
What do you mean? What is happening? Does that mean we can eat meat again? Mackenzie!
I don't know anymore. Huh? I think I heard a cow moo. Mackenzie ran away and never came back. It was probably hard for her to stay in the company because her lies were exposed. Then, a few days later, she resigned from the company. It was only a month since she started working here. So, of course, she didn't receive any severance payments. Another several days later, Uriel and I had dinner at a fancy restaurant with a stunning view of the city lights. My intuition is telling me that something extraordinary will happen today.
Phoebe, the steak is delicious, isn't it?
He looked strangely nervous, and he's looking around like he's searching for something. I now know what is about to happen.
Phoebe?
I subconsciously placed my hand on the table.
Could it be that you already figured out what I'm about to do?
Huh? That's when Uriel showed me a box tied up in a ribbon. I'm sorry, I guessed it. I tried to pretend that I didn't notice, but I did it again.
So, how do you see our future together?
I see us eating delicious sushi prepared by a sushi chef in our own house with huge smiles plastered on our faces.
Is that so? Maybe I should have proposed to you at the sushi restaurant.
This is a beautiful place for a marriage proposal, too. I think you chose a wonderful restaurant. We should thank the cow.
We should also take the vegetables on the side.
Uriel then gently put the ring on my finger. We had a wonderful time together thanks to the sumptuous meal we had. It's only natural to be grateful to the people around us, but let's not also forget to thank the food that we eat every day to nourish our bodies. That food might probably become our family precept. Thank you for watching! What kind of crazy people will we get to see next? Stay tuned for more!